Good afternoon. We're here to see the governor.
Good afternoon. Do you have an appointment?
No, but we really have a question to ask him.
You have a question to ask the governor?
Yeah, about the economy. We met him last week. And he said you could come to him anytime.
So anytime you guys want to pass through, come on. You got more questions like that? Come and ask me. All right?
If you'd like to see the governor, you need to make an appointment.
Governor. Hey, we have to ask you a question. Do you remember us?
Of course I remember my buddy economist. How are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Good?
Yes.
Yes. What's the question?
We really need your help with the essay. We have to write about the exchange rate peg, whatever that is, and why is it important?
I understand. Well, I have a few minutes before my next meeting. So if you guys come with me, and then come to my office and let me come up.
Yes, please.
With that, you guys, we can have a chat.
Thank you,
So
sir.
follow me. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
How is it going, you guys?
It's going on. It's going on.
Good.
Yeah.
It's the first time in Central Bank building.
Yes.
You know, you guys say you want to work here, so
We gotta get used
this is
to
the
it.
first day.
Yeah, we gotta get used to it.
Come, gentlemen.
Yeah. It's nice. We got pay more attention in class.
First of all, and since you're doing an essay, I probably should explain a bit more,
Yeah.
right? Than just chatting. The last time we chatted about GDP,
Yeah.
this time is. So the exchange rate peg really is where a country would tie its exchange rate, its currency, to another country's currency. That's called a peg, tied to the currency. And it maintains it at a fixed rate. So that if that country to which your exchange or your currency is tied to go up or go down, your rate move with that same rate. Our rate is tied to US dollar at a rate of 2 Barbados dollars equal 1 US dollar. And if US dollar don't fluctuate against other currencies, we will feel the same effect, but we remain tied 2 to 1 to the dollar. And we've been tied like that since I was actually younger than you. You asked about the importance, right?
Yeah.
Why a country would want to do that? But a number of reasons why a country would want to fight. And it's really, at any day, to ensure economic stability. That your country is stable, the economy is stable, right? For a number of reasons. One, when you have a fixed exchange rate, it offers a sense of stability and predictability for investors, businesses, for consumers. People know it's 2 to 1.
Yeah.
If you're in another country, it could be 3 to 1, it could be, some of our counterparts in the region, it moves. And that's okay, but that's the system, but that's a different system. For us, we ensure that, so for small economies like Barbados, where we will say you got a lot of shocks, external shocks, upset the Barbados economy, oil price go up, that's a shock. You get a hurricane, that's a shock. Commodity prices, you hear different things happen that you're small, and the exchange rate helps you to stabilize the economy in the face of those shocks. Another reason, tourism and trade. Now, you're doing economics at school, you say, right?
Yeah.
So you know tourism is our number one.
Yeah.
Come at it. Agree? If you don't know that, you know, right?
Yeah.
Right. And so much of our tourism and even our goods come from which country? United States. UK is a big player too, but
Yeah,
United States
UK.
are we got our main trip.
Yeah.
And so being tied to the currency which you do a lot of trade with helps you to reduce instability and cause predictability. It means like tourists in the United States, for example, now, it make it easier for them to plan what they're gonna, when visiting Barbados, what they're gonna spend, how much money they need, etc. They ain't gotta worry about your rate moving.
Yeah.
You know, if you go tell them Barbados is 100 US per night, 200 Barbados dollars, they know it's 100 US. You ain't gotta worry about maybe tomorrow's, so that brings that sort of stability, right?
Yes,
So that's one, because in tourism, we tied to the main source country. The third point, you reckon access, so allow me to, I can give a bit more of my time.
Yeah, no problem.
As long as you coffee cup.
We understand.
Inflation control. When you tie your exchange rate to a country that is a developed country like USA, inflation in the US is always at 2.5 to 3%. Because a lot of your stuff coming from there, it anchors your inflation rate too. We will still hear a saying press conference that 75% of the importing inflation we face come from USA. So recently, the increase of oil prices, we will feel that. Prices go up, we feel that. Increase in food prices, we feel that. So we say we're importing inflation. Make sure you get that USA right. You're importing inflation, right? So when you pay to a dollar, you kind of importing the inflation of that country. And since it's a country with low inflation rate in the United States, it helps you anchor. So that's the third point. Fourth point, capital flows. What do I mean by capital flows? Money flowing into the country, right? When you have a stable exchange or a stable economy because you have a fixed exchange rate, investors, foreign direct investment comes because they can almost predict. If I come and invest in Barbados, a foreign investor come and invest and he say he build a hotel. You invest because you expect to get here return, right? But he ain't gotta worry if you return, say every year he may get $250,000, 250 million, 100 million, whatever number it is in return. He ain't gotta worry about when he convert back from Barbados to US that he gonna lose because the exchange rate will not be there. You understand? He ain't gotta worry about the exchange rate costs. He can know that if he whatever he made, he divide by 2. That's what he can take back, right? And that brings a level of stability. In other countries, the cost of that exchange rate may fluctuate and impact them. So it brings stability to that. What we call reducing, can you use somebody in terms of paying reducing the level of fluctuation, currency volatility. People putting it in there, right? Last point I can mention is debt service. Like any other country, Barbados too will incur debt, and some of that debt is usually denominated in foreign currency. You get a loan, you borrow something, and you get in US dollars, mostly, right? It brings stability because now in the government accounts, you know what you have done in your first year, fiscal accounts. Government accounts are called fiscal accounts. Government can now plan and predict with some degree what worry about the exchange rate fluctuation is on. So after every year you go to pay about $100, that's $200. They can plan for that.
Yes.
So it brings a bit more predictability and stability in servicing that. So those are 5 reasons you can bring your assets back. But must add there are some downsides to having a fixed exchange rate, meaning that you have to be more stringent in your planning because you need foreign currency. They can be if it becomes unstable, then you can put pressure on it. Also mean my monetary policy, what we do at the central bank will consider that. But for Barbados, over the last 4 decades, with any measure, the fixed exchange rate has outweighed any downside effects, right?
Whoa. I think I understand now. That's why our teachers say foreign exchange is the lifeblood of our economy.
Exactly. It's so much the lifeblood that if you look at the central bank act, the act is the legal framework governing the central bank and governing what I do. Our number one primary objective is to maintain that dollar peg, the 2-to-1 peg, to maintain 2-to-1 peg, right? Because as I say, the importance of it brings the stability. No, you don't hear you asking me, but you should ask me how we do that.
Yeah. How?
How we do that, exactly. We got good questions. This gonna be a thing. I want to say in here. Make sure we get here on this essay because it's worth it in here. Okay? So maintain the exchange rate is parity, the dollar. Means, in a nutshell, anytime anybody want US dollars or foreign currency, we must be able to give them. The moment you can't provide it, then they will go in outside and ask other people, you got US dollars, you got Canadian man say, I got US dollars, but I ain't you to the 1. Give me 3-to-1 because you can't get no else. So this is important. That's the crux of it. How we do that? Sometimes we will intervene in the market and provide US dollars if a bank not enough or a financial institution needs money. Because of their liquidity flows, we will provide for them that sort of. So it's called intervening in the foreign exchange market. You in fancy terms, so you correctly says it. The other way we do it is maintaining the reserves a pool of reserves. The reserves are foreign currencies. Usually, mostly is US dollars, but we have to have enough reserves at the central bank to meet the usual demand for it. What do I mean by that? In Barbados, on average, every week, we will spend between 75 million, 80 million US dollars in importing stuff. Oil, the food in the supermarket, clothes, services like medical equipment. On average, we will say we import costs about 75, 80 million. Let's say it's 80 million. It's about 80 million. So that means every week we take about 80 million multiplied by 2 is what? 80 by 2 is 160 million. One trick question is with this. You take 160 million Barbados dollars, right? And we convert into US dollars, right?
Yeah.
That's 80 million US dollars that we send out to Barbados to buy these things. Right? Good. Because people quote in foreign currency. Anytime that we don't have enough to do that kind of converting, that is where you start get problems with the exchange rate. Like you hear people say they got pressure on exchange rate. Because I just said $80 million a week, right? We call that a weekly import cover. So you want to be able to have at least standard 12 weeks cover. And you want that in such a way that that's to provide for services at least 3 months if things happen. But because of the shocks, the economy and thing, we target more. So right now we got over 3 billion reserves at the central bank, over 37 weeks cover. But that's the main thing. So we maintain that. That's very important, right? The other day we do it also be through monetary policy, where we will move interest rates in the market, sometimes just move out demand and supply, etc. We don't do it too often. And the last part is economic collaboration. Because Barbados is a small country, Central right now works with government in terms of economic framework to ensure that the policies, etc., are input into that policies are designed in a manner that make it consistent and we can keep that current import covered. So constant collaboration in government and central bank is what help us to maintain that objective. And finally one is really communication and confidence building. What we do, like when I'm talking to you now, and we say we chat with you, we'll chat with the public, explain where we are, what we are doing, why the reserves are important, why certain policy actions are important, or why certain policy actions may not be important. And then behind the scenes, we will advise government on strategic course. All of that is to maintain the pay. And we will successfully be able to defend pay. Even at some points, it became very close. If you heard about recently debt restructuring and the goals that we had in 2018, when we have very little reserves, that was that all about, right? So in a nutshell, it is the lifeblood of the Barbados economy.
Whoa, well, this economy thing seems so simple. Interesting too.
Well, it is interesting and it can be simple. In fact, I hope that someday you are here to explain to some people in very simple terms exactly. Remember, you want to be governor.
Yes, sir.
So you gotta be able to explain to people tough economic concepts and a very simple thing. My meeting soon coming, but all the best with the essay. I want to say a copy, yes?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Hope it helps.
Yeah, thank you, sir. We'll bring one back for you.
Bring home the bacon. Yes, please. Thank you very
you.
much. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. It was nice meeting you, sir.
Pleasure.
Yes,
Take
sir.
care.
Thank you. Thank
See
you.
you guys.
Bye.
Okay, okay.
See, I tell you we could get a job at the Central Bank.